People own regular machine guns in America like machine guns. Hey, do you want to know why that's not as big as a problem, dude? Do you want to know why shooting regular machine guns is not as big as a problem? Because one, it's insanely fucking inaccessible and expensive. It literally has to be in circulation before, like, what, 1987 or some shit? And also, you need to get licensing for it. So there you go. That's the reason why no one is out here being like, oh my God, these machine guns are a fucking real problem. Because it's not as heavily fucking distributed and in circulation and is easily accessible in the same way that an AR-15 is. Because there's actual regulation around it. Did you already cover Santa Claus socked them running for office in Alaska? No, dude, I don't care. Hi, I'm a schizo chatter that doesn't understand jokes. You said you're leaving Tenorite for me? Okay, stop. Yeah. So we should restrict guns to the wealthy middle class? Yes, dude. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I want only wealthy people to be able to have guns. Because I don't want poor people to be able to fucking shoot themselves, okay? If the wealthy want to have a fat fucking arsenal at home that their 5-year-old can easily access and blow themselves in the fucking face with, then go ahead. If the wealthy want to have easily accessible weapons that their children are going to take to private school and shoot up the private school, I don't want that happening either, but I can't stop that from fucking happening. But you know what I can advocate for? Trying to have, trying to limit the amount of people that have the fucking guns. Okay? There you go. Mask off, dude. Yeah, you caught me, dude. I want poor people and marginalized people and black and brown people to avoid killing themselves. But I don't want them to avoid the top of the hour ad break. And that's precisely why at the top of the hour, I tell you there's a 6-second ad break, but then I tell you you can actually avoid those ads. With a $5 a month subscription or for free with a Twitch Prime, if you don't have fucking $5, okay, you too can avoid the top of the hour ad break. You can also get gifted a sub. Get gifted a sub and you'll just as easily avoid the top of the hour ad break. But, if you can't get gifted a sub, you got to make your own luck by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. All right? That website is a honeypot, 100%. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. God fucking forbid, dog. God forbid. Okay, let's continue.
Studying the kind of surgeries that saved her.
Everybody out!
Okay, I don't want to watch the rest. It's just like the end of it is just insignificant. Anyway, speaking of people that got shot in the ass and potentially the dick at the congressional baseball shooting, remember, famously, Stephen Scalise has something to say about gun control. Which, by the way, I love because, I think this originated with Lauren Boebert.
That were
and not the fucking whip.
Creating those attacks. And airplanes were used that day as the weapon to kill thousands of people and to inflict terror on our country. There wasn't a conversation about banning airplanes. There was a conversation about connecting the dots. How can we try to figure out?
Yeah. There wasn't a conversation about banning airplanes because it's incredibly important for commerce. There was a conversation about regulating them heavily. Does he think, what happened? When he got shot in the ass and possibly dick, did he also lose his brain functioning and his capabilities of creating and forming new memories? Does he think we're living in a pre-9/11 world? Hello? Yeah, that conversation led to the most aggressive surveillance state measures we've ever taken in the form of the fucking Patriot Act, which Brandon was famously the architect of, by the way. We have the TSA. We created the Department of Homeland Security. ICE is an invention in the aftermath of that. It's so weird, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, which was an instance where motherfuckers were like, we got to do something about this. We grounded the entire domestic air fleet and then made all these draconic laws and regulations as a result. Yeah, what the fuck?
Conversation about banning airplanes. There was a conversation about connecting the dots. How can we try to figure out if there are signs we can see to stop the next attack from happening? And some people might have thought that wasn't possible. And yet, because Congress came together and focused on the root cause of the problem, thank God we have been able.
Muslims. I love that. He's like, Congress got together and figured out the root cause of the problem, which was Muslims. It is weird because it's like, it's very strange. It's a very strange thing to fucking say because, like, do you know how hard it is to become a fucking pilot, dude? Are you stupid? Like, if anyone advocated for, like, restrictions that are similar to getting a fucking pilot's license, unless you're quite literally a CIA asset, and famously said, I don't need to learn how to land, I only need to learn how to fly. It's quite difficult to learn how to fucking fly a plane, man. Bro, they do don't they do like psych evals on fucking pilots regularly too? Like you can't even be like you could be a fucking pilot that's been in business for many, many years and you still need to do psych evaluations before fucking flying. You're controlling hundreds of lives at that point.
To stop other attacks on our homeland. And there have been many problems that we're creating.
You also can't be in the cockpit alone. Yeah, they changed so many fucking rules to make the cockpit inaccessible too. Like, this guy is so stupid, bro. Incredible. The no-fly list was literally a red flag law. Is the Hasanabi flight correspondent Austin Mr. Show available for comment? Not sure what you're talking about, but a commercial plane at the local commercial plane store yesterday, and I fly it whenever and wherever I want. Yeah. So a 13-year-old could buy a small caliber airplane then. Yeah, obviously, dude. Obviously, you can have a fucking small caliber airplane and you can fly it like a Cessna. Meanwhile, you can't even bring fucking perfume or cologne or a shampoo bottle that is full size on your fucking hand luggage. Dumbass, dude. McConnell calls on Democrats to pass Supreme Court security bill after man was arrested outside of Brett Kavanaugh's home. House Democrats must pass this bill, and they need to do it today. No more fiddling around with this. They need to pass it today before the sun sets. What are you going to do about it, bitch? You fucking turtle piece of shit. Fuck you. Buybestplanes.com. Wonder why he's so pressed about it? Yeah, I don't know. The air show loophole? Dude. Imagine having an 11-year-old saying that they smeared themselves with the blood of dead classmates to save their own life during a mass shooting and then going on the United States Senate floor to demand passage of a bill to protect SCOTUS Justice Brett Kavanaugh. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, that's precisely what's going on here because that is significantly more important. You, one of the 19 kids, a bitch, okay? You, elementary school student, get fucked. We're going to defend the SCOTUS, okay? We're going to defend the integrity of the SCOTUS, and we're going to defend the justices, okay? Sorry, are you a little baby that got fucking brutally massacred at an elementary school, a place where you're supposed to be protected? Guess what? Can't do anything about that. Gun lobby is too powerful, okay? Americans love their guns. But if you're a Supreme Court of the United States Justice, then, oh, my Lord, dude, obviously you need to be defended at any point, you know? Anyway, as we were talking about, dude, the Democrats have been the Republicans have been making the dumbest fucking arguments. Let's take a look at what Marjorie Titan Green had to say. Trigger warning, Marjorie Titan Green. We went from AR-15s are necessary to shoot varmints to the Stephen Scalise ruling, we don't have flight control, so why can we have gun control, which is just demonstrably false. Let's see what Marjorie Titan Green has to say about it.
I can't help but to point out to all of us here, while we're debating how to protect our kids in school and what we're debating about our Second Amendment gun rights, I want to point out that we're all so privileged to be in this building being protected by armed guards with guns who are protecting our lives. And I find it shocking to me that this body of Congress won't do the same thing for children all over America in schools, because we know one thing works. We know that a gun is a tool, and it's a weapon that can be used to...
Wait a minute, but also the Congress is a gun-free zone. I'm confused. Like, you're personally describing, which already happens, by the way, but like, what's up? Why can't you bring your gun to Congress? And also, there were armed guns. There were armed guards in Uvalde. There were police in Uvalde, and they didn't do shit. So, what's up? If you're not a coward, bring your fucking gun to Congress, dude. Didn't Lauren Boebert try to do that? Come on, dude. What's up?
To defend yourself or defend others, and we're all lucky enough to have that privilege.
You know what's really funny, though? She's literally talking about, like, thank God we have armed guards to defend us in these hallowed halls. You know, from my friends outside who want to kill everyone. Like, they literally... She's like, yeah, thank God. Thank God they're protecting us from my friends outside that I tell all the time to do murders.
But our school children aren't. If we really want to be serious about protecting our kids here in America, we'll repeal the Gun-Free School Zones Act, and we will put into action real legislation that protects children everywhere, all over America in school, with good guys with guns, the same way we're being protected. I yield back.
She thinks she fucking spat right there. She was like, yo, I was spitting. In a 6-3 vote, by the way, the Supreme Court, once again, fun facts, more fun facts. Remember how I talked to you guys about the Constitution-free zones? Oh, here it is, actually. Cities within a 100-mile border enforcement zone, which makes up 2/3 of the entire American population. These are areas where the Customs and Border Patrol, and specifically the BORTAC SWAT unit of Customs and Border Patrol, can violate your Fourth Amendment right to unlawful search and seizure, right? That protects you from unlawful search and seizure from the authorities. Now, of course, in a 6-3 vote, the Supreme Court ruled that border agents may unconstitutionally enter a person's home without a warrant and assault him, and the federal courts are powerless to do anything about it. So, there you go. 2/3 of the entire American population, areas of the 2/3 of the entire American population live and exist in, they can have Gestapo BORTAC agents come break your fucking door down, beat the shit out of you, and take your stuff. Not to be picky, but that's not a very fun fact. Sorry, I was just kidding. There are no fun facts. We live in the United States of America. Obviously, there are no fun facts. Alex Peter made a video about it.
Hey friends, I don't normally make content like this because even though I am a lawyer who makes content, I don't really like lawyers who make content, you feel me? But that's neither here nor there. The point is, the Supreme Court had a decision that came down today that's really bad, and I want to tell you why. And for reference, I'm still an idiot, but I did go to Columbia Law School, so I have some understanding of some of these things sometimes. But this case was called Egbert v. Boole, and it was about a CBP, a Border Patrol agent, assaulting and entering the home of somebody without a warrant and just, generally violating this guy's basic constitutional rights because he was upset with him. there's more to the story.
If you recall, under the Trump administration, if you weren't like a reactionary person at that time and you were a Hasanabi head, you probably were aware of the numerous videos that I made, the numerous videos that the ACLU made about how undocumented immigrants can protect themselves against unlawful search and seizure by not allowing ICE agents into your fucking homes. This is a full-blown admission and allowance afforded to every fucking Customs and Border Patrol officer who used to lie about having a fucking search warrant or lie about being a police officer, for example, to enter your home. Like this makes it so that you don't even have to do the trickery. You can just break the door down, beat the shit out of someone, maybe even kill them, and that's it. One of my conservative friends told me Canada doesn't have freedom of speech. Is this true to an extent? I mean, it doesn't have the American lack of restrictions. There are more restrictions on free speech in Canada and in European countries. But I'm currently telling you that in America, the Gestapo can literally fucking break your door down and kill you legally. And you're like, what about the Canadian free speech laws? Like, dude, are you fucking sucking my dick right now? Are you insane? Like, America is significantly more restrictive and significantly worse at violating human rights regularly. Okay? Regularly than Canada and all these other countries. There's a reason why we house or we host 25% of the fucking incarcerated population.
Story, of course, there always is, but this, he wasn't supposed to be doing this. Here's the main thing that you have to know. There is this thing called a Bivens action. It's named after this case from the, I think, early 1971, something like that. Bivens versus 6 unknown named federal agents. This was not the FBI. This was like the Federal Bureau of Narcotics, a part of the FBI that doesn't exist anymore, came into this guy's house, violated his constitutional rights, beat him up, roughed him up, XYZ. The Supreme Court at that time said that there was an implied right of being able to sue the federal government for damages through the Fourth Amendment, because it protects against unreasonable search and seizures. So it was implied. This is during a time when the Supreme Court actually did some cool things with the law and the Constitution that in the following decades they destroyed. But anyway, Bivens action, pretty important thing because, it's one way to keep the government in check from messing with you, right? They didn't overturn Bivens, but I'm going to be honest with you, the beginning of this decision very much signals, and this was a 6-3 decision, that the conservative justices definitely want to overturn Bivens, which is bad. But far worse than that, and I want to be really clear about what the worst thing about this is. You can pause to read it. This was part of Sotomayor's concurrence and dissent. Basically, what she's saying is, the court said that because of national security reasons, this was not eligible for a Bivens action. And here's the rub right here. Absent intervention by Congress, CBP agents are now absolutely immunized from liability in any Bivens action for damages, no matter how egregious the misconduct or resultant injury.
So you might be thinking, why do I give a shit about this? I'm not an immigrant. I don't even live in a border town. Oh, wait, turns out they operate everywhere. And they can and will break your fucking door down and kill you too. Okay?
Certain CBP agents exercise broad authority to make warrantless arrests and search vehicles up to 100 miles away from the border. That sounds not good, right? Because it's not. It's very bad. And this is showing you cities within the 100-mile border enforcement zone. Do you notice how it's like every goddamn city? That's the majority of the U.S. population that lives there. This is very bad. Okay? This is very bad. Hey, friends. I don't normally...
Yep. So yeah, there you go. I swear, as a European, the thing that scares me most about visiting the U.S. As a POC is the fucking law enforcement. There's plenty of stuff, dude. There's plenty of stuff to worry about if you're visiting America. You know? For example, sometimes you want to shoot a prairie dog with a Beretta 50 cal anti-material rifle that can pierce through a tank engine and directly shoot the operative inside of it. Now, maybe you want to turn that prairie dog that is around 12 inches maximum into a red mist dust. Into a cloud of red mist and dust. Well, fear not. At the South Dakota Prairie Dog Shooting Wildlife Sanctuary, you can fulfill your desire of murdering these creatures with no scrutiny whatsoever. Yeah, turn that prairie dog into a prairie don't. Yes! Prairie dog. Hold on now. I really like that song and you're ruining it. Let me out. Shut the fuck up. Pretty sure this dude is a fan. He's talked about you before. Yeah, I know. He wants to come on. I'll have him on eventually as well. I just haven't had time to figure out exactly when. He DM'd me drunk saying he wants to talk about prison abolition. Your impression is bad. Hogs don't know what scrutiny means. Yes, they do, brother. Prairie dog about to go see Prairie God. Can you explain why you're ruining Arctic monkeys? Like, what's the context? It's ironically, as much as I love the Arctic monkeys, which has nothing to do with America, okay? They are used regularly in Ford F-150 commercials. And because of that, it is like the perfect fucking song to play whenever you're talking about some hog shit. So,
the first time you step into your brand new 2022 F1.
Hey, okay. I trust him. I love him. I think he's great. I don't think he's aggressive enough. I don't think he fights hard enough. And I think he's going to fucking die. But having said all that, you know. Having said all that, I'll still very, very easily fight for that man. All right, let's take a look at shooting the biggest guns money can buy.
This guy's about to fire. That was fucking insane.
Taller than you? No, he's not.
Check out, I'm almost there. We are in an RV in the Sonora Desert in Arizona. We're headed to a place called Big Sandy, which is host to the Big Sandy Shoot-Off, which is an annual event where people with guns get together and shoot their guns, except their guns happen to be anti-aircraft guns, heavy artillery, those kind of RoboCop rifles that'll explode a Ford Pinto on one shot. Whoa. So, that was comfy. We are parked right next to the gun line. Right now the guys are out there setting up the targets. There's just like steel barrels, and then there's gonna be model airplanes flying around for people to
Wait, they're shooting model air.
shoot. And then they have these things called reactive targets, which are basically just explosives that you shoot.
That's right, baby! Tanner right!
So, fun stuff. How long did it take you to find this place?
I got into my Jeep and literally covered
Tanner
the
right,
state of
motherfucker!
Arizona. It took me 5 years. I saw a lot of really weird things, man. Hey there. Hi. Everybody's setting up, getting their sunshades up.
To be fair, and this is a controversial take that I'm about to deliver, but like this is kind of sick, and I would be in favor of this, especially because like a lot of this stuff is like you can't fucking do a mass shooting at a fucking school with any of these weapons, okay? Like, yeah, I mean they're doing it safely. I mean it's probably really bad for the local environment. Like it's probably really bad for like the ecosystem.
Up their guns, setting up their tables. carrying their ammo up. You'll find that they're all be friendly.
How's everyone today? Excellent. Let's start shooting.
This is not a militia. Most of them are professional people.
Yeah.
And
like half these motherfuckers are personally probably like they own like half of these dudes themselves sell guns. Like that's why they're significantly more dangerous to the planet. Not because they have ownership over like you know, AA systems or whatever. It's literally these guys 100% all are like gun like they probably own like gun stores themselves, because to get the licensing for a lot of these weapons, you have to have some skin in the game. You have to have a lot of disposable income. Hassan, Justice for Act Man? What is that? The Act Bro. Check number 1, Twitter trending. Is that you? Like, are you trying to promote yourself, dude? Is that what you're doing? Weirdo, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
But what you mean, like kind of like doctors?
Doctors and attorneys, and these people are real dedicated collectors and shooters. In order
What the
to
fuck
own
is
one of these
Act Man?
guns,
What
it's
is
such a
that?
pain in the hind end. You got to really want to do this.
YouTuber drama, a wacko channel striking down people. Haas K. Kona slowly getting red pilled. Wait, what are you talking about, dude? This is not red pilling. The guns are not red
An
pilling.
anti-tank round that went through. That's pretty good size.
Yeah.
Pretty sharp. Be careful. This is hard steel.
Yeah, this is very thick.
Very hard.
That is a
Just a flesh wound.
bullet hole there.
We'll put Bob up here. We're blowing Bob up. His ashes. Bob
just
was
a
an
friend?
icon within the firearms community. I was in charge of taking care of him during his passing and all his last 10 years. He is one who pushed us to form this range. And Bob's wish was to be blown up at the shoot. Believe it or not.
What the fuck? I do believe it.
Blow the crap out of him. That's what he wanted, you know. Yeah, it's kind of a unique way.
It's a fitting tribute. It
Yeah,
sounds like.
we blow you up, man. If you're
Blast.
good, we'll give you a few more.
A lot of really old looking stuff, Gatling guns. It's like water cooled deals that would like just mow down infantrymen in World War I. It's an exciting array of death dealers. Could murder a lot of people.
Browning 1919, just with the A6 buttstock. It's probably my favorite, most reliable.
Bro, why did all the schizos run in? The moment that I fucking said Act Man, there's everyone in the chat's like, dude, check Act Man, check Act Man, check. I don't care. I'll look at it later.
Weapon. Rate of fire is slow, and versus the anti-aircraft guns at 1,1300 rounds a minute. Still fun though.
So basically, it's a three-man operation. One guy's shooting and one guy's loading.
And feeding that. And you have 2 barrels on the other end?
5 barrels.
So it's shooting.
My son knows more about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it
That is the
rotates.
cleanest fucking Gatling
All
gun
right.
I've ever seen, dude. What the fuck?
So we're about getting ready for the shooters meeting to start. Then everybody's gonna start firing their guns for I guess 5 hours straight. So far, everybody's super friendly. Everybody's really psyched to explain their guns. Kind of a slight male skew to the crowd. I think I've seen about 4 women, but everybody's friendly. This is their weekend. This is their time to come out here and expend all their energy through the firing of high caliber bullets at model airplanes. Good clean fun.
Good morning, good morning. All right, the schedule today. We're going to open up the line as soon as possible when we get done here. The targets are set. Then at 1 o'clock, we're going to go ahead and start it up again. That's when we blow Bob up. We're putting him in the dinosaur. We're also flying him in an airplane so he can watch over us. There's a plaque inside, and of course when he passed away. Now, let's go shooting. Seconds. 60 seconds.
Where the fuck are the prairie dogs, brother? I don't see enough prairie dogs exploded.
Jesus. There's all these explosions. There's reactive targets out there, which are basically literally just sticks of dynamite stuck on a post in the ground. And so sometimes you'll see pops where those go off, but there's other ones where it's just the caliber of the bullet hitting the hill is making like a firework level explosion. I don't know how anybody can tell what they've hit. It's just like constant explosions and dust being kicked up.
Fires from the open bolt.
Okay.
Okay. Mag in. You're ready to go.
All right, that's in. This is a Thompson, M1 Thompson submachine gun.
45 caliber.
U.S. Army's favorite, Al Capone's favorite. Eat lead, coppers. Ah. Wow.
Is that good?
That's great.
Beautiful.
There's the loss. I don't know how anybody ever did that.
Oh,
Be up in your face. It's a Finnish gun they used in the Winter War against the Soviet Army. Punch holes in tanks. It's probably gonna punch a hole through my shoulder blade. This is a Haas.
Okay, get comfortable.
All right.
It's gonna go on your shoulder and your
I wonder what side that gun was used by.
cheek is right there.
Right there? Okay. Okay.
Squeeze it hard at the bottom. Leave it squeezed at the bottom. Now pull the trigger.
Fire in the hole. Whoa! Woo! Yeah.
That's crazy.
That felt good.
Bro, it literally kicked him back, bro. Look at that.
Fire in the hole. Whoa!
Yeah, it has skis, bro. It's finished. Fucking think, brother.
Oh! Woo! Yeah. That felt good. There we go. That's just what busted the hole somewhere way off target from where I was. See if I've got. Like it literally blew my.
Brother, when you shot a full auto AK, you almost went flying. That's not true. There's legal proof. There's literal proof that I did not almost go flying with a full auto AK. And it wasn't even an AK, it was a Draco. Dude, what do you mean, dude? Here. Let's see. Hasanabi shoots Draco. Let's see if I can find it. It's like an old one. I'm trying to find the old one when I went to Vegas. Oh, Hassan, where are the rainbow bullets? Dude, what are you trying to make like a joke? No, not the shit camp one. No, the one in Vegas, dude. Yeah, the one with Chapo.